Thank you for coming along on Hubbard's Journey. We are on the Queen Mary 2, and we are off the west coast of Africa. We're going to be passing through the Gulf of
Guinea.
Guinea. And then after the Gulf of Guinea, where are we heading?
We're going over the equator. We're crossing the line, both in ceremony and on ship.
Yeah, that's a big thing, that maritime thing that we've been talking about, going from a polywog to a shellback. So I'm participating in the festivities, if you will, the maritime ceremony.
And as you can see, Michael's got a little bit of a nasally voice this morning, so I'm not sure if it's allergies or a little bit of a cold starting up, but hopefully he feels better.
We mentioned it yesterday. We mentioned it, like allergies, maybe allergic to sushi, or allergic to dust in the room. I'm leaning, I might have a cold. I'm not sure. But the symptoms definitely seem like allergy, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes. What did we do yesterday? We finished our walk. And then after that, I had a whole list of things I wanted to do yesterday, but after our walk, it was so hot, so sunny, so beautiful. We went out on deck 6 and laid out in a couple of lounge chairs.
We did.
Oh, that's the other thing too. We usually try to do our live video outside so you can see what's going on. We're still going to do the walk outside, so you'll see the outside with the walk, but it's extremely windy out today, so we really couldn't do the video outside.
Well, we didn't want to chance it. It's not extremely windy for us to walk, but it's extremely windy because we like to do our chat with you guys, and we didn't want the wind to be a huge factor. So we're in our stateroom.
We're in the stateroom. So, and we'll go out. We'll do the walk once we're done. So yesterday, that's what we basically did. We finished our walk and we laid out in the sun, and then after that, we had what they call a black tie,
or a gala night. So some of the gala nights on the ship are actually themed. This one was not, so it was your choice. And I know it's funny because let's just talk about the gala night for just a little bit. So that was something that I was so concerned about coming on and packing for this, because we are going to so many different climates and we're going to be gone for so long. We're not doing the full voyage on the Cunard. Some people are. We're only going all the way to Australia, but we're continuing on and doing more cruising once we get there. So packing has been tough. And a lot of people talk about, what are people wearing? And then also, do the men always, look at this face, always have to have a tux? We didn't know
we overpacked. We packed way too much formal wear. Is that where you were going with this?
No.
That's not where you were going with this. That's where I'm going with this.
I was going to say that I thought I did pretty well. I was going to say
you added 2 bags.
I was going to say that, yes, I do have some long to the floor gowns. I don't have any ball gowns because that would take up too much space, but I do have some long evening gowns, but a lot of cocktail dresses, a lot of layering pieces so that I could wear it in the warmer, wet climates, as well as with a shawl or a sweater or something. And I feel completely in place with that. One thing that did happen on the first gala night, I have a pair of heels that I really like, that are wedges. And they've become my favorite cruising heels because they're very comfortable.
And they're versatile.
They're black. I think a little bit of bling.
I heard clip clop. What the hell is that?
I looked down and I was like, why am I feel like I'm sticking to the ground on the rug? And then I realized the whole heel is coming off. So now I kept them. I didn't totally toss them, but I'm without a pair of heels. So I'm wearing my flats.
And she looks good in the flats.
And
I think she should wear the flats. They look more comfortable, but women are. They got to wear the heels. They got to do all that stuff. And it kills them. I think I see them walking where they just wear comfortable shoes.
Michael's more about comfort. And of course, I want to be comfortable, but I would like a pair of heels. So I'm on the lookout to either try and partially repair these somehow, get some super glue or something. I don't know.
All right, let's move on. So after the gala, if you will, we went to an opera show. And I've dozed off a couple of times, but
the opera's funny because it was two female.
What was the name of their production?
Bellissima.
Bellissima.
They were fantastic, first of all. I'm not a typical opera
good looking
fan, but it was funny because I said to Michael, "Are we going to go to the show tonight?" Because I could have, being opera, knowing that it was going to be opera, I could have taken it or left it. And he said, "Oh, I like opera." And I said, "Oh, all right, well, we'll go."
I like all music.
I think we heard one song and he said, "Can I go?" And I said, "No, you can't leave in the middle of this."
Part of it
we were in the
I
back.
wasn't feeling well.
We were in the back, but we would have had to climb over some people.
So the opera show, at the end of the day, the opera show was outstanding. It was a great experience. And these two young ladies did a great job.
They did. Absolutely great job.
Then after the opera show, we went to a hot seat event. Now, for those of you who don't go to the casino, a lot of cruise ships or a lot of casinos have what they call a hot seat event. And they'll do a hot seat. As long as you're actively playing, you're sitting in a seat, they randomly pick a seat and they'll give you like $50, $100, $20, whatever the event is doing. So we went there and we were late to the party and we only was able to do one seat.
So they do it for a certain time period. They will pick names of people playing either one on the slots and one on the tables.
One on the table.
And I did see what had happened. So I don't think that if there's a set amount on this ship, I think they got to pick from a selection of envelopes, and the envelopes had different things in it. I think that's what it was.
I didn't realize that.
I kind of saw that.
I know that Jane was sitting next to me. We get to know everybody on the ship. We try to. And Jane was sitting next to me. I said, "Hey, how'd you do? Or did you hit the raffle? Because we showed up late." She said, "Yeah, I got $20. Hey, it's $20 you didn't have. The other thing we did, I didn't play any blackjack. The only thing I played was, what do we got here?
Oh, hello from Sydney.
Hey, Sydney, what's that? Sydney, Australia. Was it Diane? I can't type this.
That's awesome. So we love getting comments from all the way from Australia. We've never been, and we're so excited to go. So thank you for joining us.
We're very excited to go to Australia. We can't wait. We're actually going to stop at different places all the way across the country of Australia, and we're excited about that.
But the hot seat, we were in the casino last night. We were talking about the hot seat.
Yeah, we didn't
win. Michael played a little bit at the table.
Heads up Texas Hold'em I played.
Yeah.
It's a little expensive game, but you can really win big quick and you can really lose big quick. So it's one of those games. If you're gambling and you want to try to win big, it's a good game. I didn't play blackjack last night, but all of my friends that play blackjack, Roberta, Shahina, and Karen and Mark, they were winning. They were winning on blackjack. Well.
Yeah,
and Andrea did slot machine.
Yeah, I did the slots. I like to play slots, but I don't play a lot. And last night I said, "Oh, I like this little quick hits machine." I said, "I'm just going to put $20 in and see what happens." And put $20 in, and I usually do like the max bet to be able to then participate in the progressives if I get it. And I was down to the last few dollars, so I said, "Oh, I'll just back it down." And I did the the 30-cent bet, and of course I got the bonus round and didn't get nearly as much as but I got my money back, went to another machine and again doubled my money. So I said I walked away with a little bit of money, but not nearly as much as I should have if I was playing the right one.
You got better eyes than me. So when the comments come, I think it was Diane from Sydney or Australia.
Let me see if I can pull it up. I think she said she's going to be on the I can't see how it is. I think she said she was going to be on the ship. Is that what she said? I'm having a hard time pulling it back up. It went, all messages visible. Maybe that's it. No. Oh, sorry. I think she said there it is.
We go.
Be on board on Monday for 10 days going to North Queensland. Oh, excellent. Queen Elizabeth. Yeah. Yes. So we've met a few people who have been on, whether it's Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria, they've all said...
We've been on all the Cunard ships.
And what someone told us was the Queen Elizabeth supposed to be much more grand and That the main dining room is supposed to be beautiful. So I don't know if you've ever been before, but I've heard some great things about it. So
matter of fact, we were talking to people from Australia yesterday, and they're the ones who said, "Oh, Queen Elizabeth is la-di-da." I mean, it's
they said they like
very nice,
very nice. They like that ship.
All right, today is a big day today.
Yeah,
we've been talking about it. We're crossing the equator today.
Yes.
And I am going to participate in the
crossing the line ceremony. Yes.
I'm going to go from a polywog to a shellback. And that's what we're going to do today. That's a big thing today. I'm
going to try and videotape it as much as possible. I hear it's quite the event. It's going to be outside at the pool area on deck 8 in the veranda. So we don't want to spoil too much because we don't know.
I think they're gonna freaking pour all kinds of food all over me or something. Not just me. A bunch of people are participating. They're gonna do a parade. I think I'm gonna wear my Speedo with my big old stomach. So that right there is a scary look right there. But we'll see if Andrea can get it on video while I'm doing that.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna do that. So I wanted to give a little bit of information. I hope I do it justice, so bear with me here. But yesterday, so every day on the ship, the captain at noontime comes on and gives a little bit of a talk about where we are, what we're going to be doing, where we're going, the seas, things like that, and a little bit of whether it's a history or a little bit of a legend or something like that. And so we are going to be crossing the equator, and so we are going to be in an area called the doldrums. And what I've been heard, what did she say? I've been on her before, so I know the ship really well for years, but no longer. Oh, excellent.
Excellent.
So we're going to be in the doldrums area. So for those of you who know about this, hopefully I do it justice, but it's an area I believe it's 30 degrees north and south of the equator, where the winds, the trade winds come together.
Don't even move. It's like no wind at all, right?
Between the pressure of the high and the lows, it causes an area where it can be almost windless and there's no wind whatsoever.
So if you're sailing, you're going to get caught in these seas because you're basically going to be at a standstill.
Yes. So in the old days when we didn't have motors to run sailboats, they used to go undersea. And so a lot of these sailboats were carrying horses, and there's basically I don't know if it's a legend or a story, but there's something called the horse latitudes, and the name comes because these ships would get stuck, and in order to conserve food and water, fresh water being really good because it's very dry and hot, they would throw the horses overboard to basically survive. For survival. So the horse latitudes, and I believe that's 5 degrees north and south or something like that.
Wow.
So I found it all interesting. So I wanted to do a little more research on it, but I figured I'd mention it. That's something that we're going to be getting close to today. So we're going to be on the lookout for those really calm waters and lack of
we'll be able
winds.
To buzz through it. We got a couple big engines on this baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that was pretty cool, and I could picture it back in the old days when all they did was sail with big sail masses, and then all of a sudden, we're stuck. We got no wind.
They said it could be days.
Stuck in there.
Yeah.
But
under no,
I got something else.
What is that?
We have a time change. We're moving the clock ahead another hour.
We are.
So right now it is 10 till 12 in the afternoon. And
morning, almost afternoon.
Yeah, it's morning, almost afternoon. So tonight we'll turn the clocks ahead an hour.
Yeah, so this is different. So the first few that we did when we were crossing from New York over to
they were like
Southampton,
every day.
They did it. It was interesting. They did it on this ship midday. So at 12 o'clock, it became 1 o'clock. So I always found that very interesting because I thought it just made it very difficult to follow the program. And other ships that we've been on, they do it in the middle of the night.
They do it at midnight or 2 in the morning. They change the clocks, and then you wake up the next day. The clocks are changed.
And this one they're doing in the middle of the day.
This particular one they're doing at night.
Midnight.
At midnight or 2 in the morning, I think. It was midnight or 2 in the morning. But before that, and coming across to New York, they would do it at 12 noon. So, okay, we're changing the clocks 12 noon. And I'm like, I missed a couple of the events because the time. You know, you would think that they would do it at night. In fact,
we had dinner mates there. We don't actually sit at the same table, but they are right next to us. We become friends and everything else. One of the time changes, they came an hour late to dinner.
Yeah, they did. They came an hour late to dinner because they said, "Oh,
we I guess we're a little late. It's a few minutes after 6." I said, "No, it's actually 7." And they said, "Oh no," but they got dinner anyways. All right, that was a while ago.
So I need to get ready for my maritime event. Andrea's going to do the walk around today, the one full walk around. And then I'll probably get up there.
Oh, I got to videotape
You're going to video it.
You know I hate that.
Come on. They love seeing the deck. They love seeing everything that's going on. See what the water's like, the ocean, and see if we can see Guinea. So Guinea is right off is in Africa. It's a country in Africa. And it's on the west coast. So it's I think it's a couple of countries above Namibia. Did I say it right? Namibia,
yeah.
I'm getting good at this, Namibia. And so that's where we're at. Maybe she'll see some land up there, but I got to get ready for my event. I got to put my Speedo on. I might even put some oil on. I was thinking about painting like little eyeballs where my breasts, my nipples are. But she said don't do it. But I like doing stupid stuff, but silly stuff. I like doing silly stuff. But she's going to go ahead and take you for the walk. Do you got anything? Anything else?
No.
All right. And if you have any comments, questions, leave them down below. And Diane, we appreciate the live feed. I apologize. My eyes aren't that great. And I was trying to look in there. What is she saying? But we appreciate that. And we're going to have to work on how do we keep those up there because we like them. We like them when people leave comments. All right, I'm going to set Andrea up so she can go for the walk. All right, let's go. And this is our cabin. Remember we said we were doing our cabin today?
Yeah, we're not going to. No, you're not going to show everything in our cabin, are you?
I'm going to flip it around. All right, this is our cabin. All right, there you go, Andrea. Have fun, guys. Go for your walk. I got to get ready for my event.
All right, sounds great. Here we go. So we're going for a walk. We're getting out. We're on deck 6. I'm going to go out maybe the back way. I'm going to show you how we get out the back. So like I said, we're on deck 6, but we're pretty close to the backside. And this is where they call it the minnows pool because the kids zone is right next to it. So this is my first time holding the camera as we walk along. I don't usually like to do this. It's usually Michael's job. Hello. They're always working. They work so hard. Everything looks so great. But right now you can see all the equipment out and getting ready to clean all the rooms. Right here, see, this is the kids zone area. And then we go right outside. They have a little outdoor space right here. And then we're outside. The pool area outside here today on deck 6, but we're going to go upstairs and go on our walk on deck 7. Another beautiful day out here today. So nice. There's a breeze out here, but it's not too bad. So it makes it nice when you're not under the shade. Well, the sun is hot, so you got to use your sunscreen for sure. All right, so we are at the back of the ship, so we're going to do our first. All right, so it seems to be, we seem to lose connection here and there along our walk. I seem to think it's when we switch Wi-Fi routers or extenders, as you will, around the ship, jumping from one to another. Doesn't seem to be as many people out walking today as there usually is. Maybe it's just getting too hot. Rather be by the pool. But nice loungers with some cushions on them. The captain is giving his afternoon discussion about where we are. Alright, we're going back in.
And for your information, the depth of the Gulf of Guinea at present is quite deep, around 4,600 meters or 15,000 feet. As we approach a very deep and flat ocean known as the Guinea Abyssal Plain, which is off the central west part of Africa.
So we're headed towards the front of the ship inside. I did my lap around. I lost you guys for quite a bit. And like I said, the captain's speaking now. So this is the spa area. Quite pretty.
Currently around 13 knots, which is forceful on the appropriate scale and a slight sea state. The weather for the next 24 hours is for the southeasterly trade winds to remain the same, and the sea conditions also to remain more or less as they are now. So a comfortable passage ahead.
All right, well, I'm going to say goodbye to you all right now. Thanks for coming along on Hubbard's journey and bearing with me as I lost connection for a long period of time. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, despite the cloud cover today,